All right, the weekend has come and gone. Lots of games in the Premier League and so many ups and downs. It's not really a good day for those play sport bets because PSG did them dirty today. But we hear you talk about the Premier League and a lot of things has happened. Manchester United, as you all know, will beat Chelsea again. Okay, they have a wife, so we're used to this. Um, Aston Villa, they had it easy with Sunderland, but at the time it was a bit shaky because Sunderland came back from 3-1 to 3-3 and it was looking scary. But finally, Abraham gave them, snatched the victory and gave to Aston Villa. It was quite painful because I thought draw would have been the best result for Manchester United. Now, Liverpool again had a narrow win, almost the last minute from Van Dijk, converted a set piece. Abraham, extra time again. So it was working so well for us, but I think it was only Chelsea that didn't do themselves good. Of course, they were playing Manchester United, so it was never going to be easy. And Arsenal, they did their best, but everybody knew that there was no way Man City was gonna drop points in their home because they know if they do, the league would have been open. Sorry, let me drink some Arsenal. They're bottlers, right? So this is gonna be like the mother of all bottlers because they've had opportunity to win this, to bury this league, like this title, to pocket it for good, like 3 times, and they keep blowing it. They keep blowing it. The latest was losing to Bournemouth, and that was like the final straw. And they were never expecting to come and beat Man City today. But even though, jokes apart, I think since overall since last year, I've never seen Arsenal play this good. They actually gave Manchester City a hot ride for the money. It wasn't easy. The game could have gone either ways. The only difference between Manchester City and Arsenal was quality, individual quality. Yes, Arsenal has some quality, but Man City had better qualities. That is why they won this game. They were more precise, they were clinical, and they knew the mission, they knew the job. So imagine from 10 points, 7 points, 6 points, I think 6 points, 3 points now, and it's kind of looking like Man City is going to win this league because if you check Man City and Arsenal, I don't see I don't see how Man City is going to drop points. In fact, those that are more likely to drop points, they are Arsenal because they have some teams that are battling relegation and some things that are playing for something, and they are also in the Champions League, which will also affect their play because, of course, they are playing two important leagues now. They will have to rest some players and then or overstress them. But Man City is just like this is all they got, right? I think they're in the FA, but this is the major trophy that Manchester City wants to grab this season. So it is really, really appalling that Arsenal is about to do this because Man City has Burnley next, and we know that except something extraordinary happens, Manchester City will definitely score Burnley more than 2 goals. And they just need to win 2 goals and they're topping Arsenal. And Arsenal, for the past how many games now? They've lost, I think they've lost 4 and 6 or thereabout. In the league, I think they've lost 3 straight. So they've not been winning games. Even when they win, the margin is very small. They might win 1-0, 2-1, all those kind of winning. But Manchester City has been doing 4-0, 3, all this kind of stuff. So if anybody is going to come out with goal difference, I think Manchester City is going to do that. But I believe there's still going to be a twist, right? One of them is going to draw, and that will be a decider. I don't see both of them playing through the season without dropping a point. You understand? But who's more likely to do that? Arsenal. I'm telling you, Arsenal could get a draw. They started this season with quadruple, treble, double. Was looking like they're gonna go without anything. Because if they lose this Premier League, Champions League, but the way they play today, they may have a chance in the Champions League. I think they will win. They will be in the final. They will beat Atletico Madrid, even though Atletico Madrid now has all to play for in the Champions League. They've really suffered in this Champions League and they deserve to be in the final. But you have to play your best. It's not just by saying that you deserve to be here. They lost. I think the Copa. What did they call it? They lost it to. What's the name of this? They lost a trophy today anyway. So that now gives them Sociedad, Real Sociedad, I remember. So all their eggs now, they put it in trying to see if they can grab this Champions League and make their season a beautiful one. But it's not going to be easy, though. It's not going to be easy. The only luck they both have is that Bayern Munich is not here and PSG is not here. So the two difficult sides that are most likely to win, one of them will cancel each other. And I see Borussia Dortmund. What am I even saying? Who's Borussia Dortmund? I see Bayern Munich going through, right? Bayern Munich is definitely going to go through, and Arsenal is going to go through. So it's going to be Arsenal, Bayern Munich in the final. And you know that Arsenal has already beaten Bayern Munich in the Champions League, right? So, but I don't think it's the same Arsenal. Though this Arsenal that played today is the Arsenal that actually beat Bayern Munich. If they can keep it up, it's not just for Man City and then because they really played their heart out. You'll be wondering, where is this performance all season? Why have they not been playing like this? If they have been playing like this, they wouldn't have lost to Bournemouth. And that was the game that decided their fate. Because if they have won Bournemouth and lost today, they will still be topping Man City with 3 points. But look at it, 6 points prior to the time that Man City play Burnley. So it's looking like it's going to be a Bayern Munich season in the Champions League and then Man City in the Premier League. One more. Arsenal, are you going to go trophyless? I don't think they will continue with. They've given Arteta, they're talking about another contract, but I don't think the fans still want that man to stay. What else does he want? He has bought a striker, bought the midfielders and everything. And then he's about to board to a league that he was topping with 9 points and more. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, I don't know. I was going to banter them, but it just doesn't feel right because they played well. I was thinking that they'd be embarrassed the way they embarrassed them in the Carabao Cup. But these guys really gave Man City a scare, knowing fully well that they're playing at Etihad and what was at stake. Man City at the time looked fragile. That's the played. Man City actually dropped in gameplay. They dropped. This is not how they played like last 2 games. This is not how they played against Arsenal before and how they played against Chelsea. They could have lost this game. Arsenal hit the post twice. And Arsenal just needed to win or draw this game. Because in the end, Havertz missed a just put this heading in any side. And it goes in, choop, and that's it. Draw would have been perfect for Arsenal. But look at it, it's open. We're still going to enjoy this league.